Hello everyone. My greetings to one and all. This is the fourth session on basic economic problem. In the previous three sessions, you have understood about positive and normative statements, micro and macroeconomics, and natural resources being scarce and limited. I am Poonam Vohra from Economics Learning Center, and in this session the learners will understand about human resources. It's clear no human resource can contribute to production for an indefinite time period. Every human resource can contribute for a certain number of years. So, if human resources are limited, if natural resources are limited, obviously man-made resources are limited too. Every man-made resource has a limited lifespan. So in this session, let us discuss more about these resources. So let's begin. Like natural resources, the supply of labor is also not available to an unlimited extent. Labor can exist and contribute to production only for a limited time span. With the help of human expertise and skills, there exist man-made resources like tools, equipment, roads, technology, buildings, and so on. So, if natural resources are limited, if human resources are limited, obviously man-made resources are limited too. Trying to say that all resources are available in the limited quantities to all the individuals, all the institutions, and all the nations. Hence, scarcity is universal. Besides scarcity, most of the resources have multiple uses so that the same resource can be used to produce a wide variety of different commodities. That is, resources have alternative uses, but each resource can be used for one purpose only at a time. For example, land. It can be used either to grow crops or erect a building. Similarly, human resources can provide services either as a doctor or an engineer. No human resource can be used for multiple uses at the same time. So, the society has to decide which commodities are more important and have to be produced first in sufficient quantity before the resources get exhausted. Let's understand human resources specifically for India. India has human resources in abundance. Can we say that India is facing scarcity of human resources? Yes, there is scarcity in the sense that there exists skill deficit. As per ILO, 29 million people lack in required skill set in India. Human resources are very beneficial as it raises productivity and production, stimulates innovation, and creates ability to absorb new technologies. But due to skill deficit, human resources are limited in the relation to the business needs, as 53% of businesses could not find people with the right skill set. And the major reason for skill deficit is faulty education system. and inadequate support by government. So the supply of human resources is much less than its demand. Now read this piece of information, think and answer. I will just read it for you. As per the survey on labor and skill shortage by Wiki, 90% of companies were unable to find adequate number of workers for running their operations, leading to slippages in meeting confirmed orders. They face upward pressure on wages and 10% of potential losses. Such developments have negative impact on businesses. You are required to give 2 suggestions to minimize the impact of shortage of labor. We have understood that the resources are scarce and there is acute shortage of skilled human resources. Although there are various suggestions, various steps can be taken, but the most immediate steps employers can take is to provide training to those who are looking for the jobs and whom employers find it slightly better to employ them. Training can be given to such people so that they can contribute to the production process. And secondly, some incentives and some benefits can be given to the new recruits for their motivation and retention for a longer time period. Now have a look at this question. 4 options have been given. You need to tick the correct one. Scarcity is A. Comparing costs and benefits of available resources. B. Applicable only to developing countries. C. Limited supply in relation to demand for a commodity. D. When resources can be put to more than one use. This is quite simple. Scarcity is limited supply in relation for a commodity. Have a look at this question. Efficient utilization of resources refers to A. Full employment of resources. B. Productivity of employed resources. C. Maximum output produced. Or D. Prevention of wastage. Efficient utilization of resources refers to the maximum output produced. I am sure you have understood and have become more aware about the implications of shortage of human resources and other resources too. It would be best to develop a project on shortage of skilled human resources in any particular sector. I have given the example of healthcare services. Make an outline, do some research work and upload the same on the Google Doc, for which link is being provided. With this, the session on human resources gets complete. The next session would focus on human wants. Till then, keep reading, keep researching, keep learning.